up out of bed alive. Did you know that when you wake up in the morning, you have the ability to set your entire intention for the day right there? And you know how you really do it? Is by the way that you are feeling and the energy that you are holding. Today I'm going to speak about how you can set your day in motion from the minute that you open those precious little eyes of yours. And to do that, you must immediately put yourself in a frame of mind that is relative to what it is that you are desiring for yourself. So if you're setting the groundwork for yourself, then I suggest that you do some things in the morning. Now, you can make this be whatever way it is that you would like it to be. It can be, you can just pick and choose. So one of the things that you might want to do is meditate in the morning. Some people do that. They spend a lot of time meditating every day because it just kind of quiets them down. Other people will just do breathing. They're just watching the breath come in and out. In fact, that's how a lot of people meditate. They breathe into the cycle of 5. They hold it for 5, and then they exhale to the count of 5, and they cycle that 5 times, and then 10 times, and then 15 times. Maybe you like to listen to a pre-recorded meditation or something that you already know about. The thing is, it's really a matter of what it is that fits for you, but the idea is to calm you down and put you in a quiet space to begin with. And the purpose of that is to set your, kind of like align your system for the day. And when you do that, you can use meditation, you can use breathing, you can get up and journal. Some people like to keep a dream journal. So they keep a pen and a journal or a paper next to their bedside, and as soon as they wake up, instantly they start to write down just streams of consciousness. Maybe it's about a dream, maybe it's just about something that came from nowhere. Raphael was awakened the other night, just in the middle of the night, and he just popped up and suddenly had this download of things that were given to him about a program that we were going to do. We have an internal program that allows us to have information that we normally wouldn't have. And the best time to get that is when we're very quiet, when we're very silent, when we're in a place of peace, if you will. And once we start in our day and we get all chaotic, it doesn't really work the same way because we have so much data coming in. We are not able to really put ourselves in a position where we're hearing what's more deeply entrained inside of us, and that gift of information. And I am excited that you have the opportunity, as I do every single day, to do that. So you can breathe, you can meditate, you can journal, you can write down things that happened in the middle of the night or when you very first get up. Some people like to get up and read. I know somebody who's very close to me, and she gets up and she reads the Bible for like an hour every single day. And then I know people that will get up and they will read like daily passages, like daily word or whatever it is, the Course in Miracles, whatever is there for you and what is important to you. But the bottom line is that you are taking the time to put yourself in a position where you are setting the stage for your day. And one of the things that I do is I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I put up my iPod and I put in my earplugs and I listen to a little chant. And I listen to that for like 50 minutes or something like that. And then what I do is I connect internally, and I connect with my Genius team, which some of you are aware of. It's one of the other teachings that I do. But it is a very powerful way to connect with your team. So sometimes I'll do a business meeting. I'll call on my business team, or I'll connect with my spiritual team, or I connect with all my teams, whatever it is, depending upon what is on my mind. And other times I will just sit there and be with the energy of what it's like to be internalized in a peaceful place. And that's very empowering. It's very empowering to take those moments and just be with what is. When you are doing that, you are really allowing yourself to get into a constant state of joy, of peace, of the flow of life. And when you get out of bed, it's going to make a difference. First thing you do when you put your feet on the floor is, I love my life. That's what I do every day. Sometimes I don't scream it that loud because Raphael is usually still sleeping, but I do think it. And then I go into the bathroom, and what I do is I name, sometimes I do this in bed, but sometimes I do it when I get up, and I name 5 things that I'm in gratitude for that day. That's how I start my day. The other thing that I do, and that I suggest for you, is you can pick any of these things obviously, is I ask myself my question, because I'm still kind of in that internal place, and I'll say, what's my message for today? And I just kind of be there with it. And sometimes I hear something and sometimes I don't. But sometimes I hear, for you to know that you are loved more than life itself. Do you know how that feels when you wake up and you hear that internal dialogue go on? It's pretty significant. It really sets the stage for your moments. And that's something that you have the availability to experience as well. None of us experience enough love. From my viewpoint, we all are desiring to have more of that. Everybody thinks they want more success, but success is what they think is going to give them more love. So ultimately, we just go underneath all of that, and what do we find? We find that really what we want to do is to be in love. Another question you can ask yourself is, what's the most awesome thing that can happen for me, my relationship, my family, my money, my health, for those that I love? And for this entire world that is going through so much right now. So you can pick any of those things or all of those things and ask yourself the question. It's just what you're doing is you're just kind of being with yourself. Sometimes I close my eyes and I just ask the rhetorical question. Do not expect that you necessarily will get an answer. But when you send out that energy that is caring, that has gratitude, that has the experience of the love, if you will, or a higher vibrating place, then what else can happen except for more of that to come back to you? Another question you ask yourself is, what would it take for me to experience more joy today? And just put that out there. What is it that I could do that would help change somebody's life today? How can I come into someone's life, or how can someone come into my life and it feel like they have had a difference made for them because they know more clearly about who they are? What if that was the intention that you had when you got up in the morning? Instead of, how am I going to pay these bills, and I wish those kids would do that, and I didn't get that done at work. Can you feel and see the difference of how your day will begin when you set your intention and start it up this way? And oh my gosh, what would happen if you did that throughout the day? What a concept. It's very exciting, actually. And it makes a big difference in your life. So I invite you to consider these things. I invite you to implement these things. I invite you to share these ideas with other people. I invite you to share this video with other people, because if we all woke up with that kind of state of mind and we lived our life every day like that, what do you think we'd be doing? We wouldn't be having all of the political harassment and harangue that's going on right now. We wouldn't be having all the diversity that's going on. We would be feeling peaceful. And we'd be quiet, and we'd be internalized in a place that felt like joy. So today is a day that you can sit down and create a ritual for yourself, or a routine for yourself, and you can change it anytime you want. But get to it and set it in motion and stay committed to it. And ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed am I to doing this? Get to a 10 and then follow through with that. One last thing that you can do that I find really awesome, and that is listen to certain songs. I'll just give you a couple of them. One is, "This is the best day of my life," "Best Day of My Life" by, I always want to say Author House, but it's not Author House, it is American Authors. And the other one is "Happy" by Pharrell. I would play them right now, but Facebook doesn't like us to play anybody else's music online. So there you have it for today. I know that you will make this the most awesome day of your life so far, and I know tomorrow morning it's even going to be more incredible. Until then, send me an email, private message me, and let me know that you'd like to be on our list so I can send you updates on different things that we're doing. And until then, have the most awesome day of your life so far. Mwah! Can't wait to connect next.